Hi and welcome to David Tom Creations channel. Today I am going to be looking at Heavyocity's Vocalise 2 instrument plugin, which you use through Complete Control. This is the first Heavyocity VST that I've got, and like I said, I got it during the I think it was the December sale, where they had a kind of more or less 50% off the whole range of their plugins, because they normally are pretty expensive. So yeah, so I thought I would get this one just to have a look, because I do like Heavyocity's kind of interface, and I wanted to get this one just because I don't really have any vocal based VSTs. So yeah. It is fairly complicated, so that's why I've been spending a bit of time figuring out what I was going to actually show you with this, because it could go on for quite a while, but I'm kind of hopefully trying to rattle through it. So it is quite an interesting. If you've not seen Heavyocity's interface, they kind of follow a kind of similar style. So we're in kind of pads at the moment, and you can see how many different kind of presets there are. And as usual, I've kind of favorited some. So, but the whole, I'll just go back to the banks. So yeah, so these are all the banks. So element menus, there's not really anything, and so we've got pads, pedal menus, performance palette. There's a lot of P's in this. Phrases menus, rhythmic pedals, scapes and remix motives, solos and sustained vowels. So I'll just so what I've done is I've set up the main ones, and I'll just go through and I'll quickly kind of show you like how they sound. And I've got some major progressions and some other triads set up as well, so that you can get a good idea how they sound. So yeah, so I will always start off with Did I Stutter? But like I said, if I go off these, you can see there are varying different. So you've got Wall of Wonder, you've got Ambient 1, Ambient 2, Motion, and Short. So you kind of get different versions, and there's other ones there as well. So yeah, so there's a lot in this one. So in fact, let's just load Wall of Wonder. My M32 is not the best keyboard for kind of using for this. You really need a kind of full size keyboard, and unfortunately, I've had to send my Arturia Mark II 61 back. Because I had a major problem with Logic, and it kind of refused to kind of work properly with it, and Arturia couldn't figure out or couldn't fix it. So I haven't got a bigger keyboard and with full size keys, and the velocity on my M32 is not the best either. It doesn't have aftertouch or anything. So I was going to wait until I get another keyboard, but I thought, well, I might as well just crack on and get this done. So yeah, I'll go on to Did I Stutter, because it's a better plugin sample. So this is your kind of main window. So you've got, now these are the pretty much, there are slight differences between what you get depending on which, as we go through it, you'll see they're slightly different. But generally, they've got reverb, chorus, delay, and distortion here. You've got your ADSR there, and then you've got the actual sample that it's based on. You can see that going across there, so you can change that. And then you've got punish and twist. Now, punish is, a lot of the time, it's on by default, so you can switch it off and on there, and you can just ramp it up. And obviously this blue section on the keyboard are the actual active keys where the samples are, and that's the same for all of them. And then some of them, there's other, like there's green and purple and red, I think, and I'll explain what those are when we get to the other ones. Right, so if we just take punish down a wee bit, and then we'll switch twist on, and you'll see the. So if we play that, so you can see what a difference that makes. Right, so that's the main window. Then we've got equalizers, filters, master EQs. So you can switch that on and then adjust these to your heart's content. Then obviously you can change all these parameters. There's more parameters to change on this thing that you can shake a big stick at. So like I said, we'll switch those off because I generally don't really muck about with those. You can also change if we put the filter on, you can go and change the sine waves as well, or waveforms, and also passes, and then so you can change all of these. So yeah, so that's and then we get to the fun part, which is the effects. Now this is where so these are always the same. So you've got distortion, lo-fi, filter, panner, and delay, and that's the same for whichever one we're in: phrases, performance, rhythmic, scapes, and then so we can just switch these off and on, and then hang on, I'll switch that, and then we can add in a bit more drive. Then I'll actually switch that sequencer off. I'll switch samples just to get this so we can actually get something a wee bit different. I actually prefer it to start. Let's have a. Right, let's. So yeah, so if we switch, where was I? Distortion. Yeah, that's better. You can actually hear a bit more. So, like I said, if you go to advanced, each of these has a sequencer that's already been set up. So if you and then you can actually go via here to all the, so that was the first one, we got a lo-fi, and that's just adding in a bit of crickly crackly. We can add in the filter, and like I said, you can either, the sequences are always kind of on. got the panel, we'll just switch them all on, and then the delay. And if we go back, you back to this main one. So if we switch all the sequences on, so yes, that is pretty amazing interface, and we'll switch them off. And then we've also got motion as well. Look, like if that wasn't enough, and then you can actually set up your own. So if we'll just we'll change the wave. So these are all the waveforms. Hang on, we'll stop that. So you've got the waveforms down here. So let's put in, and you can see you can have up to, so let's put in 3 triangles. And then you can also change the rates, the steps, the attack and decay. And then you've got like key lock, latch and retrigger. So yeah, I'll just put in a so yeah, so between those 4, you can pretty much spend all day setting up. Let's sort of ramp up the punish, and then we can also move these. And plus, you've got glide, unison, and let's switch the chorus on here. Right, so I'll play, let's solo this, and we'll just play a bit of these. Right, I'll go back to, it sounds better on Did It Stutter, I think. Let's have a go. Right, so we're back to, there we go. So that's it, we can just brighten it up. Right, I'll switch twist on. No. Switch the panel on. So yeah, so that is kind of your basic. I say basic. That is your kind of main controls for this. So and like I said, they do kind of follow quite a similar style. So if we close this down and have a look at the phrases menus. So let's say these are, well, let's have a look at this one. I've got this one favorited, I think. Let's have a look. So yeah, so like I said, you can see now these kind of magenta ones keys actually change the pitch. So if this is the problem, I need a bigger bloody keyboard. So you can hear that's Shift and go back. Yeah. So each key is a different phrase or scape or motif or whatever in this one. So and these ones are adding in an effect. So you can see why this is used in quite a lot of cinematic scores, Heavyocity, and I mean, if you look at the whole range, they've got some amazing cinematic plugins, and I'll add in some screenshots, or we'll maybe go and have a look at the later on in this video, and I'll show you kind of some of the other best ones that they kind of do. So, but so you can see. So we've got. Let's try the A minor motifs. So, like I said, punish is on again by default. And twist normally comes in around about 50% when you switch on. So yeah, let's just play this one with so these are major progressions, and these are from my Unison pack, which you can download for free. Right, so I'm not going to go through. This is going to take quite a while, so I'm going to go through this quite quickly, probably. So yeah, so we've got performance palettes, and as you can see, there is a lot. Now these are, so there's two singers, Carla and Song Yi, and Carla's got kind of a deeper tone, and Song Yi's got a kind of higher. I prefer Carla's, actually, to be honest, and this one's yeah, so let's try this. Hold on. So you can see there's a whole range of, so these are obviously different keys as well. Right, let's see what that one sounds like off the bat. Very nice. Actually, just play the second one here. So that's performance palettes. There's not masses, but you know, you do get quite a lot in this. I mean, I don't know the number of presets. It's but it is a lot. Right, rhythmic pedals. Now there's a lot. You can see there's now these are stacked. That is SD gets stacked. You got 1, 2, and it shows you the kind of keys that are getting used, and then it goes down into more, oh God knows, rhythmic pedal menu. Yeah, and then you've got single pedals. Yeah, there's a lot in that one. Let's see what I've favorited. Let's butchers of that. And that's it. It's got a very small number of kind of samples. So let's have a look at. Right, so you see, this is different. This has got a mix. Now we haven't had one of these yet, I don't think. So yeah, so you can actually mix up the samples. And apart from that, it's the same. It's got the pitch as well, punish and twist. So punish is whacked up. Yeah, full. Right, so let's just have a wee. Right, let's wrap this one up. I don't know. Right, and I'll kind of play along with the second bit. So yeah, very nice. Let's just try the what's this one? Right, let's play that one again. Better. Like I said, if you press the magenta keys, it'll switch the pitch. And let's have a single pedal. So yeah, Carla's got. I think Carla's probably got the better voice. And again, like I said, we can ramp up the punish. And whack some effects on. Let's get some. What about some distortion going? That's quite cool. Maybe not quite so much drive. Yeah, quite like that. That's quite cool. Right, so let's go on to escapes and motifs. Escaped and remix motifs. So yeah, there's not that many. Let's just what I'm in C minor. Right, let's have a look at this one. My loop has gone loopy. Yeah, there's some quite nice ones. Let's look at this. What's the other one? Right, so these are just escapes ones, which are quite cool. Let's ramp up a bit. Yeah, very nice. It is a very cool bit of kit. Right, solos. These are so yeah. So these are just the two girls, women, and like I said, it's just you've got M's, O's, and some moving vowels. So probably the dynamic is probably one of the better ones, I think. Yeah. It's very quiet compared to the rest of them. So if you had a keyboard with a good aftertouch, these are going to be pretty amazing. Which my M32 doesn't. Anyway, not to worry. Right, let's give a quick play of that one. Let's try. So I'll show you the difference between Carla and Song Yi then. So see if we can tell the difference. Not quite noticeable there, but yeah, there's not a massive difference, but let's have a look at a moving, whatever a moving vowel is. It's quite nice, isn't it? So very nice. I do like the solos. Right, and we've got another. This is the last one. You'll be glad to know we've got sustained vowels. Have I? No, I haven't even favorited any. Right, so we've got. Right, so it's kind of the same thing. So we've got, but there's different versions. So you've got ambient, you've got pans, you've got pan left, right, right, left. So yeah, let's just hear what, which one have we got? Let's get that one hooked up. All right. So that's a dynamic ambient one. Right, so let's see what the let's have a pan one. Let's see if it, well, you can pan it anyway, but yeah. Let's try one of these other ones. Let's try some of these. They are quite nice, sustained vowels, aren't they? Like I said, you can just play around with these. You've got random. You've got comb, let's have a couple of. Cool, and obviously you can save these as your own presets, like most of the VSTs in Complete Control. Save that as a new preset. That is pretty much it for Vocalise 2. So it has gone on a bit, but I thought it might because it's bloody complicated. And yeah, I kind of did put it off a bit because I had to go over it quite a few times to. It's probably one of the few plugins where I have to read the whole PDF manual, because obviously some of it is, quite clear. I mean, but once you get into all the effects and the advanced bit and everything, and the motion, and there's a ton of stuff that I haven't even touched on yet, but that is like all this kind of different sequences and stuff like that. But yeah, because we'd be here for days probably if I went through. I can't remember how big the manual is, but it was quite a lot of pages. Right, so yeah, so I thought we'd have a look at Heavyocity's website. They've got some free stuff. So yeah, so you can see, so you've got orchestral. So I think, oh, come on, there we go. Yeah, I mean, you can see why I bought it when it was half price, because Nova is $550. But like I said, they do seem to follow quite a similar idea. Forza, oh come on, right. Yeah, so these are orchestral. Well, that's brass. Sorry, you see, not strings. So yeah, so you can see it's in that. Let's just have a wee listen. Yeah, talking serious shit here. Bloody hell. Yeah, you can see why it's $500. Let's have a look. So we've got damage as well. Let's have a look at damage. This is supposed to be pretty cool. Look at that interface. What is the fucking hell? What's going on? Right. Yeah. So yeah, so you've got Vocalise 2, you've got obviously Vocalise the first one. Mosaic keys. It's a bargain. Yeah. Let's go in bass. Even more of a bargain. It's only $100. You can see it's very similar to the Vocalise 2. You've got the punish, twist, and all the kind of same controls. I wish they didn't have this annoying zoom feature. It is when you're trying to do bloody YouTube videos, it's really annoying. You know, I can't get any bigger because it fucking. Anyway, right, let's have a. Oh shit. Pretty good actually. Right, let's have a look at something else. We've got guitars. Let's have a look at scoring guitars too. Like I said, I've not actually gone through and listened to all of the different. Yeah, so like I said, you can see once you've grasped the whole idea of Heavyocity's interface, there's, I mean, like I said, they're all very similar. The orchestral ones looked a wee bit different, but let's have a look at Vento. Oh, it's woodwind. Yeah, they're obviously a bit. Well, they're all the same in that category, but they're certainly different from the Vocalise one. Let's have a listen to this. Right, I'll just get the specs for Vocalise 2 because I couldn't remember how many samples. Does not require gravity, which is the main thing. Right, what does it say? Here's the. There we go. Right, so it's got 300 plus presets, 200 snapshots, 190 NKIs. Yep, 192 tempo sync melodic phrases. So yeah, so you are getting a ton of stuff. And like I said, I got this. Yeah, for $50. So you'll have to wait till this December when they have their half price sale again if you want to load up on some. Yeah, so you can see what happens when you start layering these samples. Yeah, that's what, like I said, when you start layering them, because obviously I was just playing one track at a time. But yeah, once you start layering them with some strings and some brass or whatever, they do sound pretty amazing. Let's have a listen to Soul Lessons. This Neil Goldberg's obviously a bit handy. Yeah, it sounds a bit like Gladiator, doesn't it? Right, so that is probably shallots for this one. If you are wanting to know more about any, either hardware or software, just let me know, and if I can get a hold of it, then I can do a review. Hopefully you've enjoyed Vocalise 2, and that said, Heavyocity, if you can get a hold of any of them, it's definitely worth looking at, because they are just amazing quality. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.